Hey, these forecasts are all about using time and energy to your advantage. Monthly, I share with you where the different energies are in your environment and how you can use them to your advantage to manifest more. I'm Jeanette Sizikowski, your go-to Feng Shui consultant. Daily, I work with the motivated, the successful, and the inspired to implement Feng Shui in their life, to enjoy their life journey on the way to their many destinations. Today, we are filming here classic style in PowerPoint because all my technology is not working. So we're going to do it old school here with PowerPoint. First, before we get into the energy of December, how did November turn out? To use this energy to your advantage, you have to know where you want to go. And if you don't know where you want to go, the energy is just going to start doing its thing. It's going to be bringing you opportunities, and you're not even going to realize that there's opportunities because you weren't clear on your intentions, and so you didn't know there was an opportunity right in front of you. So every month we set intentions for the month. Last month I asked you, what is one goal you have for the month of November that if you accomplished it, you'd be proud of? Do you remember your goal? Did you accomplish it? Comment below. I can't believe I didn't even think about this before. I prefer the comments. I think that the accountability in the comment section is motivating and we can cheer each other on. But if you are a private person and maybe your goal was a little bit more private, you can always DM me on Instagram for that accountability still, but maybe it's a more private goal or private intention. So you can DM me there. We will remember it, and then you sent it out into the universe through your fingertips, and that intention is out there. The energy can help you that way rather than blasting in the comments, but put it in the comments. In November, I finessed my new masterclass, how to create a peaceful and positive home with stuff you already have so that you can start living a life filled with more peace, positivity, and joy. You can start living a life more intentionally. You can start decorating your home more purposefully and efficiently, and you can begin to achieve your goals sooner and with more ease because you're using the energy in your space. I highly recommend this quick training. It's very good. I'm super proud of it. I had a lot of aha moments creating these strategies for you, so I know you're going to get some good value out of it as well. And particularly, I recommend doing it before you do your holiday shopping because I'm sure that you'll see your home in a whole new way. So before you go out and buy a bunch of new stuff, start with this, and then you'll see your home in a whole new way and maybe even be more clear on your intentions. Speaking of all that, intentions, goals, speaking of what you want this December, what is one goal you have for the month of December that if you accomplished would move you closer to where you want to be at the end of the year? That end of the year is getting closer and closer. We say this every month, but that end of the year is coming up. The Lunar New Year is on January 22nd. So while I'm not going to let you guys off the hook yet, I'm not going to let you slow down yet, because achievers and people who have big goals and accomplish things, they get ahead in the winter. They get ahead. They don't slow down when everybody's starting to slow down and just shop and just roll with all the holiday feasts. They stay ahead. They stay focused on their goals, and then they get ahead of all the competition twice as much, double as much, because they didn't slow down when everybody else did. So I'm not going to let you slow down just yet. What is a goal for December before the end of January? The Lunar New Year is a little bit earlier this year, being in January, and then the solar is in February. So what is your goal for December? Also, stay until the end. It is the most important action item of the year. If you're new to this, every month with these feng shui forecasts, you set a goal. We look at the energy in your house. Where's the energy in your house to help you achieve that goal? Use that energy. And then I also give an action item to help you run with that momentum and get excited about accomplishing things. Also, I wanted to know, and I want the feedback, I want to hear from you. Do you like the action items? Do you like the goals? Sincerely, because I know people are bashful, and we've had more and more comments come in, but I know people are bashful. So you can email me, you can DM me on Instagram, and I will never judge your opinion. Constructive feedback is always welcome. Praise is also always welcome. What do you think of this format, of this setup, of talking about your intentions and then doing an action item? What would you like to see for the new year? Because I'm flexible on whatever you guys need. What do you want the energy to help you with this month? Money, career, relationship, what is it related to? Each of these energies have different attributes when in different combinations. And when in different combinations, they help with different outcomes. Let me find my pointer. Everything on this screen is so new, so. When these numbers meet in different combinations, they have different outcomes, and that's how we forecast the energy of the year and forecast some of the, you can't really forecast a specific outcome, but it'll be the underlying energy ruling actions and kind of governing the mind. So where are you trying to go? And let's use the energy to help you get there. Again, comment in the comments to really lock in what your goal is for December. First, we get the ugly out of the way. While the 5 is in the south this month, I would say that the west is more difficult to highlight. So if you guys watch these every month, you know, usually we look for the 5, and usually that's like the worst combination. 5 just makes things more difficult. If your home faces the south, the door you use to enter your home is in the south, or your bedroom is in the south, you may find that you're more confused this month and unclear on how to move forward with certain decisions. 5 is earth, 9 is fire. Fire is burning the earth. It's, even though it's smooth in the elemental cycle, again, 5 makes things more difficult, and 9 is like that sinking in the eyes. So there, you often see some confusion when you have this combination. The direction I like the least this month, it might be confusion, but if you're just aware of it, you're aware of it, and there's actually a better direction that provides a lot of clarity this month, so it really balances itself out. The west has the potential for more negative side effects, I would say. It has a star called the robbery star, this 3. It means a lot of things. Now, remember I say these translations are really scary with sickness star, robbery star, misfortune star, but don't take the translations too literally, because it's not literal. So there's good sides, good aspects, and more difficult aspects to all of these energies. So the negative side of the 3, the robbery star, is actual robbery, petty crime. So what you do with this information is you just make sure you're doing what you normally do. Lock up your house, set on your alarms. Okay, there you go. And then you can forget about it. Or if like your driveway is in the west, like just make sure you lock your car in your driveway. What I think is more prevalent than that like petty theft side to it is 7 is mouth, 3 is feet. 7 is metal, 3 is wood. So you have these two, metal controls wood, you have these two combative energies. So therefore, what I think is even more important to say is don't try to have your deep conversations here. Don't try to have your deep productive conversations here. Don't make like important calls or have important things where you need to think clearly and converse clearly in this direction, because if 7 is the mouth and speaking and communication, and 3 is combative and they argue, that's how that energy translates. So this is how we use our home with the energies. So now you just know west isn't the place to be having those conversations, doing that kind of paperwork, etc. This is what I saw. We've had 7-3. Well, we always have 7-3 a couple times a year and every year. Last time we saw this, I'm pretty sure it was the last time, it was a literal, and I had said this, it's a foot and mouth situation, like combative, argumentative energy going wrong. You put your foot in your mouth, because 3 is feet, 7 is mouth. And sure enough, when this happened, I'm like 99% positive that monthly forecast was also when Will Smith punched Chris Rock. So, foot and mouth situation. Just kind of like watch what you're saying. And if you're an influencer, if you do YouTube, if you do Instagram, don't do it in the West, maybe. There's other areas. I'm about to show you the 3 good areas. First one, here we have Earth 2 generating 6 metal in the Northwest. The Earth is the mother star. So I just was talking about how this is feet, this is eyes. All these numbers have a ton of attributes to them. They have a family member. In this case, Earth 2 generating 6 metal. The Earth is the mother star. She can also be the sickness star. She's the sickness star when she doesn't have anything to do or to focus on, or when she doesn't have a smooth relationship with the other energy. But here, Earth generates metal. So she's busy. She has something to do. Again, you think of that elemental cycle. It's a smooth relationship. She has something to focus on. So this results in good energy for making money, for making business decisions, business successes. So I like the Northwest for business. So just bump yourself over. If normally you work in the West, bump yourself over to a table over here. This is great for money making and business decisions. Like I said, she's busy and she's focused. I also just love that analogy. Chi Pro Sam gave it to me, that you want to keep the mother busy, and depending on your relationship with your mother It just makes a lot of sense. I really like the next one. I really like this combination here in the southeast. Where is it on my map? My screen is covering my Bagua map. Southeast, 9-4. I really like this combination. Some may have mixed opinions about it, but I actually have my office set up in this type of combination based on the base energy of my house. It really depends. Sometimes too, like an energy combination is not universally idealized, but it depends what your intentions are, right? So 4 and 1 is really good for academics and study. Well, if you're not a student anymore, which we're all technically students in life, but if you're not a student, that one might be a lower priority. You might need the money energy because you're the breadwinner of the family. So I like the 9-4 combination. 4 is the peach blossom romance energy. It is wood energy. 9 is the recognition, being seen. It's the eyes, it's celebrations, it's fire energy. So here, technically, the fire is visiting wood because this is our monthly star visiting our annual star. So here, technically, fire is visiting wood, and that's backwards in the elemental cycle. Wood generates fire, but we have fire visiting wood. Either way, it's still a good blend, and this is just the month, so I see good things coming from this. This is good for women in particular because it's both female energies. I think it's a little bit of a fun, flirty energy because even under this, there's another layer to these numbers that I just don't include on this chart, but then you have the like base chart numbers, and 7 is in this box. 7, 9, and 4. So that being said, in the base chart, there's the 7, all female energy. 9's female, 4's female, 7 is female energy. They're all in one direction. So we can read this in a couple different ways. Will that show up literally as women coming together in the world? Potentially, we will see. But if we look at it just in your home, in the micro, if your home in this area, especially if you have a lot of daughters or if you have a lot of sisters or if you have a lot of women living in the house, you really want to clean up this area. You want to make sure nothing is negatively affected in this area. Keep it clean because you don't want, while this is attention for women, while this is also like attention for that flirty romance energy, you want it to be good attention. You want it to be good energy flow and not negatively affected by piles and dust and dirt and broken things. So consider all that when you look at the southeast direction. The best direction this month is the north. Here we have another smooth relationship, metal generating water. Metal generating water. This is the one I said balances out the south confusion. And it's actually kind of cool that it's over here. Balancing it north and south. 6 is that recognition for being someone of status, but in a business sense. A leader, an upstanding citizen, a good employee, different to the recognition of a 9. So 6 is like climbing the corporate ladder, just following the rules, following the laws. 9 is a little bit more like fiery, fun, free, and a little less structured. And you can also think of it in like, this is metal, right? So it makes sense that this is more step by step. But 6 and 1 together is a smooth relationship. 1 is wisdom, clarity, emotions. It's positive. So 6 and 1 together is a really great combination for making clear decisions moving forward. This is a great direction to work from, to do that paperwork from, to have any business dealings in. That is, and it's just the best. These are both also auspicious stars just all the time. And so this is the best direction for the month by far. So November's action item, just to recap, it was to give up one thing or one action. Last month we had this combination 2-5 often brings some kind of ending. So I said, let's decide what it is that you want to end. Let's decide what habit you want to end or stop drinking pop or whatever it is. If you don't have anything to comment below. Do you say pop or soda? But that was the action item for me. I stopped giving energy to certain stories. So you know how sometimes something bad happens and you kind of just want to keep re-saying the story and keep reliving the story and keep sharing it to get people's support or their feedback. And I actually didn't like that I was continuing to like fulfill that or to give energy to that. Then also Thanksgiving around the family times, a lot of ego stuff comes up. And for me, ego stuff comes up and family stories come up where I didn't want to feed. We create our reality. We decide what's going to happen. Now is the only happening. The present is the only real thing. So getting too far in the future with our ego and with stories and, oh, well, my sister this and my brother this and my dad this and just family drama and stuff. Like, I really had a big ego moment of where do I want to feed my energy? So that's what I ended. I just kept cutting myself up. I was like, nope. Actually, before this presentation, I even called my friend and I was like, my brain is starting to go down this story. And I just had to give myself this conversation of like, cut it out. So that's what I stopped. Share what you did in the comments, or if you're more private, like I said, DM me on Instagram, because I think accountability is helpful. So to wrap this up, December's action item is going to be to get clear on your intentions for your home in 2023. And to help you understand that and have some aha moments, I really, really, really recommend watching my masterclass, the How to Create a Peaceful and Positive Home with Stuff You Already Have. It's got some of the best strategies I've shared on really understanding how your environment energetically affects you. So before you worry about your intentions for your life, and for your goals for 2023, because I know people are already thinking about that. We are trained in the US, well, most people, I guess. Wow, not even just the US. We're trained that January 1st is the new year, and we don't go off the Chinese New Year. And so I know that no matter what, we're already kind of thinking about that. In November, I was already getting people like asking about the new year and annual updates. But first, before the year totally wraps up, prepare your home first. And that masterclass is so great because, like I said, it explains to you how the energy in your environment affects you. I know you're about to go shopping and fill it with things that you probably don't need, because when's the last time you actually like assessed everything you had, which might be the perfect action item, whatever prepare your home means to you. I also think the presentation will help you think more clearly. It's going to help you look at your home in a whole different way, assess what you have, and it's going to help you prepare your home to receive in 2023. Strategy number 2, there's 3 strategies in that masterclass. Strategy number 2 will blow your mind as to how your home may actually be limiting you from manifesting what you actually want. So preparing your home before you bother with New Year's resolutions is really important. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video if you liked it just a little bit, and comment below your goals, comment below whether you say pop or soda, but really, if you can, share this and subscribe, because that's how the word gets out there about Feng Shui. If you like that we're spreading positivity, if you're like that I'm helping people create these homes that help them be happier, you're helping other people create happiness in their life. If you subscribe and if you share this, if you like this, that's how the word gets out there, and I would really appreciate it. So thank you so much, and I will see you next month.